Hello Live Wires, Heather Boyd Wire here. Welcome to day 2 of the 10-day wire bracelets to make, gift, and sell challenge. Be sure to share photos of your bracelets from the challenge in my 10-day wire challenges Facebook group, and I will put all the details about the challenge in the description below the video. So without further ado, let's get wired. Today we're making easy wire wrapped bangle bracelets with beads and without beads. I'm using 24 and 22 gauge artistic wire, some semi-precious stone chips, and some 6mm glass faceted beads. I also have 24 gauge by the dozen artistic wire. My tools are the Beadalon Slimline Series chain nose and round nose pliers, their Glimmer Series nipper tool, their nylon jaw pliers, and their bail making pliers. We are going to start with the 24 gauge copper artistic wire. I am working off the roll, and we are going to wind the wire around a round form. I'm just using a cup. This is going to make a medium-sized bangle. Wrap it around as many times as you wish to have the thickness that you want. We're going to pull it off the round form, hold it firmly, and bring the end in and through and around the coiled wires so it will be held together. There's no big rules about how to wind this. I'll clip one end to about 24 inches so we have enough to wind around, and continue with the winding, holding the bracelet firmly together so the wires stay together. Wind it around a couple times and then put a stone chip. I have these amber chips. I was given an amber necklace years ago that I've been using the chips for different projects with jewelry making. We're going to pop on another one. Place the bead or the stone chip in place, hold it firmly, and wind the wire around 2 to 3 times between each chip. Continue in this fashion, making sure that you hold it firmly, make sure there's no slack in the wire, and bring the wire through and around to hold the wires together. This is a really fun project. We're going to put on a last one there, hold it in place, and all we'll have to do is finish off the ends. You can wind it around. If you have extra wire, you can continue to wind it around to make it even more solid and secure, just winding it between the chips. It's a very open-ended project. Just use up the wire that you have or clip it off and continue in this fashion until you feel that it is nice and secure. Clip the ends with your flush cutter. Clip the other end, bring it around. Clip it on the top so it won't be scratchy. In any case, we're going to pinch it in. Adjust it as you need. It's soft, but it will hold its form. Super cute, just slides on the hand, and it looks really cool. So here's the finished bracelet. Now I'm going to make my own round form. I couldn't find the size that I needed, so I got some Bristol board, curved it around, measured the diameter to about 2.5 inches. I made a template with sizes that I'll link up in the description below the video. Tape the side together with some wide tape. Smooth it down. Bring the ends to the inside of the tube. And there you have a very simple form. It's soft, but for the thinner wire, it's going to work fine. Hold the end of the wire. We're using 22 gauge this time. I've got 100 inches, and we're going to bring the wire around, holding the wires with your thumb And bringing the wire around as many times as you like, making sure that you leave about 20 inches or so at the end. Continue in this fashion. The 22 gauge wire is nice. It's a little more firm than the 24. 20 gauge might be a little stiff, especially if you're using a soft mandrel like that. But you could use 20 gauge if you had a more solid round form. Bring the end around as we did with the first bracelet. Bring it around a few times. That'll hold all your wires together. Clip the end. Pinch in that little pokey end. And from there, we're going to wrap around the bracelet and add our beads. Making sure all the wires are together. I'm using 6mm faceted glass beads. I use these beads a lot. I really love them. You can get them in birthstone colors. Wind it around 2 to 3 times between each bead, making sure you hold the bead firmly in place as you wrap the wire. We will continue adding our beads. It's a little tricky with the long wire. Just push it through and pull it. It's nice and soft, so it shouldn't kink. Bring it around. Continue adding your beads. This is a pale pink bead with the rose gold artistic wire. It's a lovely combination. Bring that end around and around. Continue all the way around the bracelet. And when you get to the end, we'll put a last bead. Hold it firmly, bring the wire around, wind it around a few times, and get your flush cutters and give it a clip. Go ahead and pinch that little pokey end. Do any adjustments that you need. Straighten out the beads. You can slide them if they have to be more evenly spaced. And there's your finished bracelet. Really pretty, nice little dangling bangle bracelet. I'm going to make another bracelet form. I found this stencil with the circles that was useful. You can also just trace the template that I made. And the size is really going to depend on the size of your hand and your wrist. Bring the tape to the inside. It measures about 2 3/4 inch. A little bigger. You can make these any size you want. And we'll go ahead and wind the wire around. We're using 24 gauge this time. The 24 gauge makes a more delicate bracelet. And we will continue working as we did before, except this time we're not going to add beads. Clip the end with your flush cutters. This is the nipper tool. Bring the wire through and around. It doesn't matter if the wire is wound evenly, it just looks really cool. Clip the end with the flush cutters. Pinch in that little pokey end. Super easy. Round it out if you need to. It just slides on there and dangles around. You can make some multicolored ones. And there's a whole bunch of bangle bracelets. Thanks so much for watching the video. Be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for lots more wire art and jewelry making videos. Join the 10-day challenges Facebook group to share photos of your bracelets from the challenge. The group is open for the duration of the challenge. Otherwise, you can share photos of your wire art and wire jewelry in the Wire Makers Club on Facebook. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time.